From a firm called Arcade Architects, and we're working for the Cross Causey Associaton, which is really the body that's running this project. So we're running a series of workshops with different groups within the community to ask for their ideas, your ideas, for how you would like to see that place transformed so that you would enjoy using it. So you're going to go back in time and research the past, the history of the space, and we're all going to very shortly decamp to go up to our cams. And we're going to research up there what the place used to be like.
This building that you're in is the Royal Commission on the Ancient and Historical Monuments of Scotland. So it's a huge archive. In some cases with the very, very old ones, there's glass plate negatives.
We were looking through the document things, trying to find things about West Cross Causey and things like that.
That one, because the commie's there.
Is the church? Where's the church? There's a big church.
Well, there is just like loads of boxes with old photographs of Edinburgh and loads of places in Scotland. And then they'd picked out some of Princes Street, and there were some of Sheep on the Meadows and stuff. And yeah, we could photocopy any that we found interesting to put in our folders.
Well, it just looks so much different. There's so many different things. There's the cars, the houses. They look a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. And it's like really interesting to find out what it looked like in the past.
Well, here I've got an image that's Cross Causey there.
I want to find that now. It's probably completely covered up by ivy.
We're also going to visit the causey itself and see what it's like today, just examine it.
So it's actually recording what the space is like, whether it's how many cars there are, how many people are using it, is it busy, where are the most cars going up and down. So if you can record all those things, once you've gone around the space and you decide actually what maybe your favourite thing is, or the view that you want to capture, or something that you're really interested in, you can come and actually get the camera and take a picture of it. All the information you collect should go into your folder, so you've got some information which is going to help you out tomorrow.
Right now I'm trying to sketch it out, think of what we can do different to make it a bit more exciting and stuff.
It's one of those things you've known it's here, but you don't really see in a sense. You'll walk past it. Majority of students walk up that side of the road in the mornings and things to get to uni and lectures and things. It's just very much a place for crossing through. People obviously won't really stop in it, so yeah, that was my first impression.
There's not much space, but I think it's probably usable. It's a bit dull though, I think, and it's just it's a bit boring, like the ground and everything's a bit boring, so I think it could be a lot better.
It's alright, there's quite a few churches which are nice, and it's like quite a good mix of there's some modern stuff and some really old stuff like the churches, but it's a little bit dull.
But the two church is beautiful, yes, and I love the hue.
I suppose more maybe before focusing, just standing here looking out and you get the houses viewing sort of Arthur's Seat and the crags and that, and the nice day like I see here, the blue sky, it sort of stands out quite nicely, so that's something I'm picking up on, I suppose, more.
Well, it's just a place for cars to pass, so no one's really interested.
I quite like all the different windows, the little windows over there and the windows up over there. And I like the name Goose Dub. I'm from Australia, we don't have words like that to describe streets. It's really noisy, I don't know how you make it, if it's a relaxing space, if it's noisy or not, but yeah, I like it.
I've got an idea for it already. Zebra crossings and flowers.
The idea is that you're going to take that material and whatever else is in your head about yesterday and spend a short time in the first workshop session. We're going to be working in teams of roughly 5 or 6 people, and you're going to spend time, maybe just about half an hour, kind of collating your thoughts about the past and the present. Your observations, your thoughts about the kind of place it is physically, the kind of place it feels like, who's using it or what's using it, and so on, and how it's configured. Really, that's what you're pulling together in this first half hour.
That's just a place for cars to turn and stuff, and it actually could be something much nicer.
Yeah. A mural of some sort. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But there are old buildings like the chapel, where you still have the proper stonework, and then just next to it, exactly, would be a building that was existing but has a new facade with plaster.
Design. I think the trough is kind of quite symbolic. A lot of people picked up on that because this space was designed as it is. And
most people nowadays just go in and turn. Yeah, and that's all they do.
We like the historic elements around it.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a regular shape, nor is it a regular space.
So
I think it's a good point that it's complex. There's a sort of dimension of it that's not obvious.
Not the usual.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't want it to be a place that you stand on to look out at, but it's a place where you go and you look onto.
But doesn't that work backwards though? Because then you're ignoring the people that have come here. All the if this is the space that's attracting people, once they get there, what keeps them there?
Yeah.
Where you can get like big boards like what that is on the wall, but like a C round it instead of all the way round the circle, and then get like a painting for all days going right through, painting all the way through.
Doesn't get much light.
And the lights just like spontaneously burst into flames every time it's cold.
Yeah.
I mean, up there you've got a lot of like sunshine around this area. Like that road's okay, I like that road. And I like all of this area, but it's like when it gets down here,
Like
it's
sudden
really
change.
cold.
Yeah.
So you have like sort of big light sources coming in, so it's like it looks a lot nicer. Maybe so it's not so dark and like sort of unwelcoming.
How to basically calm the traffic down and create a more pedestrian area, and how to just create it more of a usable area and maybe add some of the dominance of the church back in and dominance of like the people over the cars, because at the moment it's just turned into a roundabout and a traffic island, and it's just completely unusable for all the pedestrians and things. And just create some more of the just create some more niceness to the space, really.
For the change of the site through time, so it's gone from like being a main road to London to more of a side street now.
It seems to be so shady and cold and miserable, and we'd quite like to draw more people into it, create more of a public path towards Nicholson Street. Yeah.
To be dominated by the church, not anymore.
Your ideas, and that's really what we're trying to elicit, I guess, is your ideas of what you'd like to do in that space, all the things you'd like to do, and how you'd like it to feel. So these are your clients.
Great.
What did you
Like triangles coming out of the ground, it's like stuff
What
like
part
that.
of France was about poetry in the pavement or 3D poetry, remember?
Yeah, that
originally.
There should be like a rota or something every month, a new artist or something.
Oh, that's a
new
good
group
idea.
of artists.
It might be nice to have somewhere indoor as well, because for if like the older people were using it or something, like a cafe, maybe like a cafe with an art display or something, so you can display.
Because we mentioned that before, wasn't it? That there was an older generation and there's not much for them.
Like once a month or something like that.
Yeah, and if you had places for people to sit, maybe I suppose they could sit and watch like a performance, but they could also come for lunch as well.
Well, we just wanted to try and make the area that the site. We wanted to try and define it so you know when you're involved in the space. So we wanted to try and sink it down a wee bit. So I'm just trying to make a layer to raise up the surrounding, and then build the buildings on top of this, so it can show when you're going into the site that we want to make special.